Hey guys, Camp Fever here. Sorry about the noise, we got traffic right behind us. I'm going to replace a power awning motor. They're pretty much all the same, pretty universal. This unit wasn't working at all, there's nothing. So what I wanted to do is, I actually have this cover undone, I'm trying to do this one-handed. On the top of the cover right here, there's a hole. In that hole, there's usually a cover on it, but use a 7/16 socket on it on a power drill, and you can reverse the awning out. It's a very slow process, but you want the awning completely out. I saw a lot of these videos online with professional techs saying that they're spring loaded. Power awnings are not spring loaded, they're just gear driven. So if you have the awning up and you pull out the gear, it'll unwind itself because it's got gravity pulling down on it. So you want to just make sure it's all the way out. Now what you do on the back is there's 6 small screws that you take the screws out, and then once those are out, they're on the screws on the edges. So once those are out, the bottom cover will pull out, and I'll show you those screws. So there's going to be 6 screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take those out, and those are what holds the bottom cover on. Then you have 2 screws, one right here and one right here, and this is what holds the top cover on. You take those out, and that's it. So there's your motor. Now these connectors right here are actually going to be tucked inside this channel up here, so you kind of got to pull them out. I actually have a bucket here because I work by myself, so it's just easier for me to have a bucket handy so I can drop stuff in the bucket when I'm done. But to remove the motor, all you have to do is take these 3 screws out. 1, 2, 3. Unplug the wires and then pull the unit out. So we'll go ahead and do that. So I just got a power drill, just want to reverse it. So we're going to bring it out, and bring it out. Okay, so there we go. The motor is out. So we'll take the 3 screws out. I'll set them on my ladder. Now sometimes these have Loctite, sometimes they don't. I just put Loctite on them when I put them back in for peace of mind. So I'm going to pull the awning motor out, and it dropped a little tiny bit, but that's just because I had it out. That's it. You can see it's kind of dirty up in here. What I like to do is I'll clean this hole out in here really good, and we'll put the new motor in and see how it works. And then what you want to do is put a little bit of grease inside of this hole. I just use lithium grease, just a little bit, kind of smear it around. You can put a little bit on the gears if you want, you don't have to. I just figure since I got this open, just might as well do a little bit of something extra. So we got a little bit of grease on there, kind of go around a little. Now some people like this spray, so if you want to use the spray instead of grease, just go ahead and spray it in there. I spray it on all the gears. Since you got it open, you might as well spray all the gears. Now what we're going to do is we have the Loctite here. We'll go ahead and apply some Loctite to each one of these. You don't need a whole bunch. Now I just want to, this motor was actually fine. I just wanted to do an informational video on it. So what we're going to do is you'll line that back up with those holes. And once you get it in, then you'll just put the screws in. And then once you have the screws started, you can go ahead with your drill and go ahead and bring them in just a little bit. You don't got to go crazy. And then what you need to do is with your wires that are right here, you just want to tuck those back up into the channel. check your awning, make sure it goes in and out fine, and then just install your top cover first. Install your 2 screws on the top cover, put the bottom cover over it, and then just tighten all those 6 bolts from the top cover into the bottom cover, and then go ahead and use your awning. Like I said, it's a super easy job. If you're kind of handy, you don't even have to be super handy. I would recommend doing it yourself. Even if you got a neighbor that needs one, just make some extra money, put one in. But like I said, basically make sure the awning's completely out. You'll see here where it's completely out, where the awning's kind of you know, right in the middle of that awning tube, so it can't roll forward or back. You unplug your 2 connectors down here, you pull your 3 screws, pull the gear assembly out, or the motor assembly out, get the new motor assembly, slide the new motor assembly on, put Loctite on the bolts, put the bolts back in, hook it up, and then when you're done, you got to make sure that you push these wires back up into that awning tube, or that cover won't go. These connectors have to be inside that awning tube to clear. But other than that, we're good to go.